Hello, Genesis Dad here. Today's topic is about social media. Now, by the time you're watching this, things may change, but social media is a very, very dangerous place. And yes, there is positives to social media, and that's why there is social media. It's a great way to be in contact with people, whether they're from a different state or they're across from the country. So it gives accessibility to communicate with people quicker, such as texting, but it's more with images and everything like that. But social media has been a plague on society since probably like 2008, and now it's gotten to a point where it's very, very dangerous. And you might say why is because we have access to everybody's life and what they're doing, what they're complaining about, what they're raving about. We also are in the lives of celebrities and what they're posting, and everybody has an opinion on something. Just because you have an opinion doesn't mean you're right. So a lot of the times we see stuff on social media and think that that is the norm or that is the standard, and we have to live up to that norm and standard, and it's not. Also, social media has gotten so toxic because a lot of the stuff on social media, you don't know if it's real or it's fake. And it's not just messages like this person did this, which you cannot prove unless you would go to a news outlet and made sure that it was backed up by other news outlets that report is real. And some people would reply to it, and then you have a whole conversation or a whole situation of people that are commenting on this with their own outlook on something that's not even real. So that's why one of the reasons why it could be a dangerous place. Another reason is it can ruin your entire life. There was a thing back in 2021 called cancel culture, which is still around today, but not as extreme as it was. And literally, if you wanted to say something, if you didn't want to agree with what other people wanted you to agree with, their goal was to cancel you, whether it was telling your friends and family that you're this or calling up your workplace to get you fired. It was a way of like this revenge, and it was so dirty and so ugly and was a complete mess. So like I said, social media is really, really bad. And when you watch this, who knows what year it is? Who knows how social media will play a part? Luckily, we live in Florida, and recently they put out a news outlet that says kids under the age of 14 will not allowed to have a social media without their parents' approval. And for you, I don't want you to have social media because you are your own person. You are your own life. You don't need to see what other people are doing with their life. And if you say, well, Dad, you have social media, I would say to you, well, one, I'm over 30 years old, so my entire brain is fully developed and I'm very mature. Two, I only have social media for family and really close friends. I don't have social media to have a bunch of friends or view a bunch of people or keep eyes on celebrities or artists or anything like that. That is not why I have social media. And then I have social media for business purposes, which is pertaining to my work. But other than that, I don't really have social media. If you looked at my Instagram, which I don't know what it's going to be like at the time you see this video, but it's primarily pictures of you. And then the future pictures will probably be of your brother and our family and stuff like that. And it's not even to show off to anybody. It's so people who don't live near us can see us because they care about us. And then it's for memories for our life, for the future that we want to look back on. And yes, you can save them on your phone, but that's why I keep my social media private. So if ever one day you wanted a social media for your close friends or your family to communicate with them, I would approve of that with my control, and then your account would be private, and the only people that you're allowed to be friends with on social media are people that you physically met in person and have some type of relationship with. Relationship meaning quality friend, a cousin, an uncle, an aunt, maybe your mother and stuff like that. But other than that, you will not be having social media for the reasons that everybody else has social media to show about their life. And another thing with social media is it takes you out of your own life to live in other people's life. And then you start to fall in love with that idea of somebody else's life, and your life starts to fall apart because of it. You might ask yourself, like, oh my God, Stacy has a Mercedes-Benz and I have a Toyota. Or, oh my God, she got a new house with her parents. Again, social media can lead to depressions, suicides, and just the worst of everything. So it's ideally not a good idea to get into social media. And you might say, well, all my friends have it, right? Well, all your friends aren't right. All your friends aren't you. You are a special individual, and you need to live your life, not other people's life. Most of the people that are actively on social media are very unhappy people. And realistically, if you ask them sincerely, does social media make you happy? They would say no. It's an addiction. So you can be addicted to many things, and some are more dangerous than the others. And, you know, obviously a lot more dangerous things than social media in this world that you can be addicted to. But the fact that they always need to be on social media is an addiction. Don't let that consume your life. Fill your life with things that are important. Your best friends, your family, your education. All of those are so much more important than social media. The chances, there's so many people in this world that want to be famous on social media with a chance of becoming rich. And maybe later in life you want to be a social media manager for somebody. That's a different story, but I'm talking to you as a young child, a teenager, and a young woman. And to be honest with you, I personally don't feel that you should have full access to a social media account until you're at least 21 years of age. And realistically, it should be 30. But I will always love you. I will always care for you. I will always protect you. And I want you to realize something special, and I said this in many videos already, is I'm the one person in your life that I guarantee you would never ever do anything wrong to you. That no matter what happens between us, the love that we have for each other and the bond that we grew together is forever. It's 100% forever. Where friends will come and go, relationships will come and go. And here's another thing. If you have a crush on somebody, don't follow them on social media. Don't see what they're doing. Don't see who they're with, because that's going to bother you deep down. In life, sometimes it's better not knowing something than actually knowing something. I'll give you a quick example. So right now, as of, well, the dates are on the videos, but December 24th, it's the Christmas Eve. As of now, you're with your mother. And I don't sit here and say, oh, you're with her father, she's probably with another man, and blah, blah, blah. I don't think those things. I try to stay as positive as possible and try to believe that you're just in a good place, you're happy, and when you come home, that'll be my time with you, and I'll enjoy that time with you. So I don't sit there and think negative thoughts. We have to be positive. So I thank you so much for watching this video, Genesis, and I will continue to guide you through life with these inspirational videos and just help in life. So I love you so much, Genesis. Until next time.